All right, in this video, I'm going to talk about DarwinEX Zero, which is a really great platform. Actually, one of the members of our community, of our user group, told me that he'd been using this for a while, and it's been going really great. So I decided to look more into it. I had heard of it before, but yeah, after looking into it, I opened an account, and I think it's a really, really great option for, well, really for anyone. But there's a couple key things that I think make it stand out. And so I'll talk through those, and then I'll show you a little bit of how, what it looks like, and then how to get started with running the bot on it, or doing like manual trading or anything that you want. Because you can use, you can use bots, you can do manual trading, you can do anything. So yeah, let's just walk through it. It's very straightforward. Like, there's not much that I really even have to talk through. Basically, this is a way to generate income from trading bots or from manual trading without putting your capital at risk. So, they do a good job of summarizing it on the site. But basically, you're kind of trading a virtual account, and then eventually you can attract actually a lot of investor capital, and you'll get a percentage of the gains that your account accrues once you have that capital allocated to you. And yeah, it's pretty cheap, and actually I have a referral code down below this video, which will make it even cheaper than this. Should be about 25% off or something like that. So it should be more like $30-something a month, which is like super, super affordable to be able to make, really you can make like 6 figures a year passive with this. And I can explain the math on that. But basically, yeah, let's just walk through here. So again, some of the key benefits, there's no risk, okay? So you're on a virtual account. There's no downside, like they say, beyond your monthly subscription. So if your account loses money, you don't have to pay anything to anyone other than the monthly fee, which is a fixed amount. It doesn't change. It's going to be about $30-something a month or $40-something a month. And there's really no limits. You can actually scale quite big and generate, you can, over a period of several months and years, you could generate up to, $1 million or even more in investor capital if your account is doing well. And you'll start off, if you use our bot and you're following the rules, you'll usually be able to generate around 100 to up to 400 grand in capital within 15 trading days. So however many days that ends up being, probably will be more like close to a month, like 3 weeks to a month or so. Yeah, and like there's no restrictions here. So I want to compare this to prop firms. Prop firms are really great because you can, get 6 figures or more in capital and trade with that. But there's a couple unique benefits that make DarwinEX, I don't want to say better as a whole, but they're just different. And, I think that this is going to be a really good option for, a lot of people, particularly those who are newer, but really everybody, honestly. And the differences between prop firms is prop firms usually charge you about $500 to $1,000 up front to get, to test for 100K to 200K in capital. With this, there's no big upfront fee like that. I mean, I don't even think that's a big upfront fee. I think that's reasonable. But, this is considerably less. It's like less than 1/10 of that, and it's monthly. So that's one thing that makes this different and potentially a better fit for a lot of people. Second thing is there's such few restrictions. Like literally, there's not really any restrictions on DarwinEX. With prop firms, they have all these rules. You have daily drawdown limits. You have total drawdown limits. You have rules around, depending on what country you live in, you maybe cannot use MetaTrader 4 or MetaTrader 5, and you have to use a different trade copier. They have all these rules that are, I don't want to say designed to make you lose, but they're designed to make it, a little bit harder to get the funding from the prop firms. With Darwin, there's literally no restrictions that I've come across. You can actually chat with their AI here, and I've literally asked them all these things. I'm like, yeah, our EA is allowed, which is a robot. They said, yep, you can use all types of EAs. There's no restrictions. What about copy trading? Yes, you can use any tool. There's no restrictions from our side. So, I mean, there's literally just have no restrictions that I'm aware of. And you can chat here, like ask whatever you need to ask to their AI assistant. But yeah, you'll see that it's way more friendly. There's no real like restrictions here. And, it is what it says it is. It's really just, you're trading on a virtual account. You will get a percentage of the capital that's allocated to you. And yeah, I encourage you to poke around a little bit. I'll put the link again down below, but it's pretty straightforward. You have a phase where it takes 15 trading days, which means they're going to monitor how your trading performance goes for 15 days where new trades are opened on those days. Once that happens, then you're going to get a certain amount of capital based on how your performance was. Okay, so yeah, once that happens, then you'll get an email and they'll let you know hey, you got this month, you got this much amount. You can do the conversion for euro. This is going to be 375k euro is about $410,000 US. Yeah, and then after that, so that's for 3 months, and then after that, if it's still going well, then you can get even more, and then you can get even more, and then you can get even more and more and more. So really, this is a long-term platform here, and it's really great. So yeah, I won't continue to talk through it very much because those are kind of the details. You're not putting any of your own capital at risk. Very low, reasonable monthly fee for what you're getting. And yeah, so let's say that you get where did that number go? Okay, so I also want to talk you through how you could potentially make 6 figures or more with this a year. So if you use our bot, which can generate, let's say, 20% a month, and you get 410,000. So I'm going to do it on the screen here. I don't know if the calculator is going to show here, but I'm just going to do it so I can read it out loud. 410,000 times 20% per month is $82,000 per month. They give you 15% of your profits, so 15% of $82,000 a month is $12,300 per month. So you could, if you're given this amount of funding, which, there's no guarantees that you're going to get that amount. Basically what they look for is they want you to not have very large drawdown. They want you to have a relatively small drawdown because that's what they consider to be safe. And then, so they prioritize low drawdown over big gains. But yeah, our bot generally will stay 10% or less. You could even lower the lots on our bot and, you'll get even lower drawdown, which again, that's the key thing for them. They just want low drawdown. And then, yeah, so if you were to do that, follow that plan and get about 20% a month, then yeah, you would make 12K a month passive. If you got 10% a month, you would generate 6K per month passive, which is still really good. Again, this is literally passive. This is kind of what, someone who is a rich person, a wealthy person, this is what they dream of. You're literally buying passive income. So you're putting in $43 a month and you're getting out $6,000 to $12,000 a month. That is how rich people and wealthy people do it. And that is why this is a really great option. You're literally buying income for very inexpensive. So, and you're not putting your capital at risk. So there's really, I would say the upside, so far outweighs the downside that it would be almost crazy not to do this. So again, I have a link down below that'll get you a smaller, you'll save some money. Let me show you what the platform looks like. And then, you're going to see, I just opened my account over the weekend. So there's really not much here yet. Yeah, you can see it's going to show you, it'll say it's a little empty here. Once you make your first trades, it's Monday morning right now, so nothing's happened yet, but it's just going to show you the details of your account right here, and it's going to tell you how much, once you get your, once you get funded, basically, they'll tell you how much you got. And yeah, it's pretty straightforward. So again, this is the dashboard. There's not much to see here yet. And then basically how it works is, so you go to, let me just go back to the home page. I'll give you the link down below where you can sign up. So basically you'll just click get started. I don't know if it's going to let me do it. Yeah, because I'm logged in. Just click get started and it'll take you to a checkout page. And then if you use my little code, you'll get, I think it should be 25% off. And then you just open an account. It's very straightforward. And then they're going to send you an email after you do that. And it's going to say, so basically then they're going to send you an email right here. And it's going to have a link to download, whether you pick MetaTrader 4 or MetaTrader 5, doesn't matter. And I think most of you guys will pick MetaTrader 5, and that's just fine because you're just going to be copying from our bot. And then, yeah, it's just going to have you download the terminal. And this email, I'm not going to show it, but up above this part in the email, it's going to have your login information, which is private, so don't share that with anyone else. And then, yeah, you'll just download your MetaTrader terminal from them. You have to use theirs specifically, and then you'll log in using the credentials in this email. And then, yeah, from there, the setup process is exactly identical to how you would install your trade copier on any other account. Okay, so you want to make sure that I'm not going to create a new video on that. It's literally the exact same process where you have your MetaTrader 4 or 5 platform open, and then please go and follow the instructions. You may have it memorized by now, but if you need help, go follow the instructions on how to set up the internet trade mirror to copy the trades into your MetaTrader account. And that's all there is. Then it just kind of runs, and then again, they'll send you an email after 15 trading days telling you, what the outcome is, how much funding you'll get, and everything like that. And that's really it. Then you can either withdraw your profits, as they come in, or it's pretty cool. They also let you, if you want, you can pay this fee like with your profits and then withdraw the rest. So yeah, very cool platform. I'm happy with it, and yeah, that is all.